What's up, guys? Welcome back to Get and Go. So I was unable to get out this weekend. Beth and I have a amazing glamping trip that we got booked for next weekend. So we spent this weekend getting prepped up, ready for that. And there's gonna be some good football games on today too that I don't want to miss. So I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to knock off one of these videos that I'm wanting to do. What I've always wanted to do is a top 10, my top 10 essential camp items. So this is kind of stuff that I take with me every camp trip I go, whether I'm truck camping, hammock camping, tent camping, hot tent camping. These are my must-haves. Usually I bring these with me all the time for every trip. So each item is under $100, so you can't really go wrong with a lot of this stuff. So my first thing on the list is my most important, I find, and it is just a basic first aid kit. Everything I need is in this little pouch. Inside the pouch here is it's all in a little Ziploc bag as well. So here I just got some Band-Aids, some gauze, some alcohol wipes, the basics that I need, and I always carry some tape with me. So I got some camo hockey tape here. It's breathable. It's good, just all around to have all together. And again, these two together makes a great little startup kit. All right, item number 2 we got on our list is a good tarp. Always gotta have a good tarp with you. This one here is just a 10 by 12. This one is made for like hammock tents kind of thing, or for hammock camping. It's got like 19 tie downs on it. So it's a good all around tarp. Again, I use this under my hammock, over my hammock. I've used it for the floor, on my hot tent, which kept everything dry and kind of kept most of the stuff off the snow when I was in there. Great for emergency shelters. Again, this one here is about, I think I bought, this one's about $40. Again, guys, everything I'm labeling today is all Canadian funds. So again, off Amazon Canadian funds. I'll put both links if I can find them, a .com and a .ca. But yeah, so all around, a good tarp is a necessity, I find. Number 3 on my list is a good old camp axe. I got this one off Amazon as well. This one's a little on the high, or more expensive. This is close to around $100. I think I paid about $80, $90 for this thing. It's Husqvarna, I think is how you say it. This is only a 20-inch axe, well, 20 and a half, I guess to be precise. It comes right shipped to your door, pretty sharp, ready to go. It's been durable. I've beaten the shit out of this thing quite a few times. I've used it as a hammer and just splitting wood. Again, I prefer this over a little hatchet. It's just I get a little more weight. Again, to split some of the bigger hardwoods that I need to while I'm out there. Again, you can never go wrong with a good axe. Another reason I got this size is it will fit in my backpack. It just goes into a drawer in my truck, and it's got a little bit of weight to it. I didn't really measure it, but it's got a little weight to it. But it's one of the heavier things that would be in the backpack. But again, I find it to be one of another necessity while you're out in the bush to get yourself some wood. So the 4th item on my list is a good folding saw. This one is a Fisker's 10-inch folding saw. It's quite sharp, comes shipped quite sharp. This I believe is $35 or something like that on Amazon as well. It's always a good little tool to have in your pack. You never know when you're gonna need a saw to cut some wood, cut some twigs. Again, help you build a shelter, get you some emergency heat. Folds away nice, it's nice and light, and it fit right in a pack. So again, a good little folding saw is another must-have while you're out there. So number 5 on my list is one of my most recent purchases. It's one of these little pocket folding mini stoves. I choose this because, for one, it all folds down into this little sleeve like this. It's a tiny little sleeve. It's about an 8 by 8 little sleeve. This is very, very light. I think it's titanium and stainless, so it packs very, very light. It's great for cooking. It's great for emergency heat source. I prefer this over a jet boil as a necessity, I guess you'd say. I use my jet boil quite a bit, but for one, jet boil still packs pretty heavy. Takes up a little bit of room. We had one experience when we were camping out in freezing weather, and the actual isobutane, the shutoff froze on it, so I was unable to shut the jet boil off when we were done boiling water. So again, might run out of propane or isobutane. So it's always good, I think, to have this sitting in the pack. Again, emergency heat. You can throw this, you can burn right under a tarp. You got a tarp over you. As long as you got a little bit of ventilation, you can sit here and just be getting heat. Again, you can throw your pots and pans right on top here. And you can cook, boil, whatever you need to do. So this is guaranteed. I believe it cost me $30 as well. Again, if you consider that, I'm paying like $7-8 just for one of those tiny little isobutane canisters. So again, all I need is some dead twigs, some wood, and it'll all go in there, and I'll be able to cook a meal. And again, emergency heat if ever needed. So this is always in my pack as well. Another essential item, number 6. I got her all packed in a nice little sandwich bag here to keep it dry. But it is a fire starting kit. Something, again, very, very light, very, very useful, and it's got there for sure in the must-haves. And this little kit, all I carry, they've got this little jute twine, and it just frays real quite nice, and it lights just so fast. I haven't tried to light it wet yet, but it catches so fast. Just a little ferro rod, some matches. I've got little pieces of dry tinder in there. And again, I think this jute you can get, I think it was about $16 or something like that for like 600 feet of it. So you get it at any craft store or whatever, but again, at Amazon I got it for like 15-16 for 600 feet of this stuff. So I just cut little pieces off and throw in there when needed. Again, folds up nice, neat. Keep it in the sandwich bag to keep everything dry. Always got to have a fire starting kit, because I generally carry a lighter, but the last time I was out in the snow, I actually dropped my lighter in the snow and I didn't have a fire source. I wasn't able to light it, and it was probably hours later by the time that thing dried out. So I was able to get the fire going when I was ready to, just by using this little kit right here. And I think altogether, just from what this is probably about $3, $5 worth of stuff just in this little bag alone. Again, it's just I'll show you it's just a nice little ferro rod kit. I generally use the back of my knife to drag across this. This just came with it. I keep it with it just in case. You never know if I lose my knife or something, but the strike's pretty easy. So again, you're looking at probably this whole little baggie here, like $5. And again, it's a lifesaver. Always gotta have a fire start kit with you. And speaking of knives, it's another purchase I just got. I did actually purchase this one off a buddy of mine. He was looking to get rid of it. It was barely used. And the more I'm getting into this camp gear and whatnot, this was a must-have. It is just a basic Mora knife. This one is from Morakniv, I think is how you say it. Kansbol is the name of this. It's a 4.6 inch blade. It's got a nice square back on it. It is a fixed blade, but it is sharp. It is so sharp. Again, use it on the back of your ferro rod. You can make in your feather sticks. I use it quite a bit because just to cook with. So keep it nice and clean, and this thing will last you forever. There's been nothing but good reviews on these as well. This I believe you can get on Amazon right now for about $55. So it comes with the knife and the sheath. So always got to have a good camp knife. So now that we're sitting under our shelter, we got some heat going and fire to cook with. Use a fire starting kit to get that going. Now it's time we got to cook a meal. So I found one of these. I didn't really find it. Beth and the girls got me this. I believe it was for my birthday or Christmas one year. This here is a 13-piece camp cook set. It is very, very light. All packs down nice and small. Now I generally don't take the whole kit with me. Again, it depends. If I'm in the truck, the whole kit comes with me. I got lots of room for storage. If I want to try to hike into a campsite, I'll just grab the essentials, maybe a pot, pan, and a kettle. So it's just one of these kits. I'm sure y'all probably seen them. This one being the 13-piece set, I think I got it for about $80 altogether. And again, it's just all packable. Plates, frying pans. I got one big pot there. Inside here's another pot. All the lids. And then inside that is the little kettle. Again, it all packs up nice. It actually comes with the little cleaning brushes. Comes with a little plastic spoon, ladle, whatnot. So yeah, it's a great little kit to have. And it just helps nice and small, it packs away. Seems it's kind of what I like the most about it. So far, this name brand is Bulin. Yeah, Bulin. So I've used this quite a few times, mostly the frying pan, and so far so good. It's not really non-stick, but you use oil and butter, you should be all right. They've been beat up pretty good, again, between in the backpacks. Again, I just take it out of the pouch as I need it. So this little camp kit here, again, was probably $80 to $90 for 13. You can get them. You can just get basic little mess kit. Just something you can boil your water in, or you know, fry up some dogs or burgers or something on this, fry up a little steak. So yeah, this is this goes with me almost every camp trip, or at least pieces of this go with me on every camp trip. Again, it just packs down this little bag. It's very light, tons of room left in your pack. So then my next items on my list would be some good paracord. You're always going to need paracord. You need something to tie down that tarp. You can tie down your tents. You can make clotheslines. You know, just all around paracord is good to have. I've got different, I think this is 9 mil, I believe this is. So I've got this, $15 for 100 feet of it. Most of my tents and tarps are still fairly brand new, so I haven't, I'm still using the cords on those, but I do bring this with me at every time. And again, worst case scenario, you get into some accident of some sort, you can always tie, you know, tie a brace to you, or use it as a turnkey, whatever, right? And just even building shelters, it's always good to have some kind of cordage and paracord. So that is guaranteed on the list. Now y'all might think this is funny, but this is something I carry with me all the time too. It is just a basic freezer bag. So I use this for many, many things. For one, keep items dry. I can throw some cord in there. I can pack things in them. I do have dry bags, but if I have leftovers when I'm cooking and I don't have any Tupperware, I can always throw my leftovers in this little Ziploc bag. Again, you buy a box of these for, I don't even know how much, dollars, a few dollars for a whole box. So I always keep a Ziploc bag, and I always keep the old toilet paper. It's a good place to keep the toilet paper nice and dry when it's sitting in the bag. So many, 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 many uses for this tiny little simple thing. Right up on the list of the number one just to have. So last but not least, I have my MERS, my little man purse. Little backpack, rucksack, mole bag, whatever you want to call it. All this stuff here can pretty much fit in this little pack. Give or take what size pot I'm using, I guess. But this tarp can even fold right down in there. All of this stuff that I've showed you today will all go in this tiny little bag. I also have a ton of room. It'll fit my iPad, a lot of my camera gear, batteries, whatnot, phone chargers. I usually keep, you know, my hunting tickets or gun license, whatnot. It's just an all-around good little thing to have. Again, it's not a big bag, it's not a small bag, it's just a tiny little medium-sized bag. And it's manly, it's tactical, so like I say, when I call it my man purse, it's still pretty manly, but again, almost pretty much every trip I go on, this thing's loaded with stuff I need. And so far so good. I think I got this little one, not sure the name brand of it, it was just kind of like popped up on my Amazon when I was shopping one time, but I think I paid like $40 for something small like this. So again, a little backpack, mole bag, rucksack, whatever you want to call them, it's up there, guaranteed you're gonna need it. All right, guys, well, I hope this helps you out a little bit. Again, I'm still a little camera shy when it comes to talking directly to the camera. I haven't had any beers in me yet, so my nerves are still up a little bit. But again, this is stuff I take with me every time, all the time. Appreciate you all watching. I would love to hear some of the stuff you guys bring and what are your essentials. So if you guys can just throw some comments down there, let me know. I know a lot of you guys will bring the, you know, what do they call those? The life straws and stuff like that and water packs. But again, as long as I have a pot in my little stove, that water's pretty much taken care of. So it's good to have, but for me, it's not really a necessity. So little things like that, if there's little things like that that you guys, you know, carry with you or you find it's good to have, let me know. Maybe I'll look it up and start adding it to my little kits. Guys, again, I appreciate you watching. Again, this is just kind of a little filler video right now I've been wanting to do for a while. And again, my football's on today, so got some big games to watch. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Beth and I, again, I'm not gonna spoil the surprise, total surprise, but we are going on a weekend glamping trip. We're headed up north, and it looks like a beautiful little place. It was a great idea, a cute little place that we found, and we decided, you know what, we got to do that. We got to go check it out. For one, it's going to be a nice, relaxing weekend for both of us, just to be alone. And again, we'll be still out in nature. That's all I can tell you for now. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.